Cherie's Senior Showcase is on the air. Cherie's Senior Showcase on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM is an informative and fun show that features events, resources, and news that Elgin seniors can use as a guide to help them get the most out of the golden years. Senior Showcase also features trivia, games, and prizes. So pick up the phone and participate today by giving us a call at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. Today's program can also be viewed and commented on by going to WRMN 1410 Radio on Facebook. Seniors, don't forget to mark it on your calendar to listen to this show on the third Tuesday of each month at 9:15 a.m. And now, we welcome you to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin as we introduce our host for Senior Showcase, Cherie Aschenbrenner.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cherie Senior Showcase. We, of course, have here Cherie Aschenbrenner with us. Thank you so much for, of course, coming in. Glad we got those elements now, too.
Yes. Okay. So today I got a guest from the library, but I'm going to introduce him in a few minutes because, of course, I got some events and things to talk to you guys about first. As you know, I do have an email list. I am 4 names away from 1,900.
Wow.
So come on.
I know, right?
Come on.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, if you want to be on my senior email list, I'd happy to have you on there. You just have to call me or email me and say add me. Again, I send maybe 2, 3, 4 things maybe a week. It just depends. It's up to maybe scams, any kind of resources I think the seniors need to know, events. It's always senior related. Again, if you can't use it or you think somebody else could, just forward it on, or just delete it and move on. But it's usually some good information for seniors. So all you got to do is email me, and then of course, my last name's so long. I don't expect you to. It's Cherie.Aschenbrenner@elginil.gov. But why don't you just call me at 847-289-2626, 289-2626, and then I can just add you. It's very simple. Okay. Next month, I know we're going to talk a little bit today about some senior device things, but next month I'm going to have Tony LaPalio, who actually comes to your home. He's a senior tech support guy, so we'll talk to him next month. Also, Elgin Township Triad is hosting their next event, which is Thursday, August 21st. Thursday, August 21st, we start at 10. We're going to hold it down at Senior Services Associates, 205 Fulton, just a couple blocks down the block here from the radio station. LaVon Lenaway, she is the owner of Dragonfly Senior Navigation. And we're going to talk about it all starts with a sneaking suspicion that something's different, or something's changed in a loved one. And then there's some questions and curiosities. What if you start to suspect memory impairment in a loved one? What then? So she's going to talk about that. And then at 11 o'clock, we're going to have a variety of our triad members who are with Assisted Living Locators, Autumn Leaves, Sheridan by Tyler Creek, Tower Hill, White Oaks, and then a couple support groups such as Alzheimer's Association and Dementia Friendly, when we're all going to talk a little bit to help you. So, and then you get a complimentary lunch from Cafe Roma.
Can't beat that.
You cannot beat that. So again, we're taking RSVPs right now. All you got to do is call Elgin Township, 847-741-2045. There's no walk-in, so just make sure that you RSVP. Again, 741-2045. Okay. Then let's keep on the memory problems. The dementias, and it just seems like it's just getting more prevalent every day. I mean, when we started this memory cafe 6 years ago, we maybe had 12 people attend. We're up to 70. It has just grown to high places. I think a lot of it is, the word of mouth now, and it's not as taboo to talk about it. So we meet once a month, the Memory Cafe. It's the second Tuesday of every month. South Elgin Public Works Building, which is at 1000 Bowes Road in South Elgin. And we start at 4 o'clock, and we give you some pizza, and then we have some kind of a social event. Usually it's a speaker, but this next month in August, we're going to have an ice cream social for the people who come to our Memory Cafe. We want a fun event, just fun. Culver's is going to donate ice cream, and then we're going to have a bunch of toppings, and we make our own sundaes after the pizza. And then we're going to have a bean auction. So that's going to be interesting. I've never heard of that, but I guess it's supposed to be really fun. We give you some beans, and you use them to bid. I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So you guys should come to that. And if you got any questions, any at all, you need to call me. And I can tell you some resources and things. We have so many resources we have 2 huge long tables at the Memory Cafe just full. So Glenna is great. She's the president. I'm the vice president. We're happy to have you come. Okay. Then, if you would like a little bit more of a support area versus ours is more social. If you needed a little more support, they do Alzheimer's Association. They have a support group that meets the 4th Wednesday of every month over at the Holy Trinity Church at 357 Division Street in Elgin from 10:30 to 11:30. And their next one is going to be next sheet. The next one's tomorrow, July 16th. Responding to dementia-related behaviors. So if you'd like to go to that, you can let me know, because I'll give you Dave Rawlings' phone number, and you can just give him a call if that's something you're interested, or you know somebody who'd like to go. Also, there is a free drop-in caregiver support group down at Senior Services Associates. It's always the 2nd Thursday of each month at 2:30, and that's at 205 Fulton. Questions or comments with them, it would be 847-741-0404. I get this. It's a lot. It's like, it's like the 2nd Thursday of the month, the 2nd Tuesday of it, 2nd Thursday of that, 4th Thursday of that. I get it. So if I'm going too fast, I understand. Just call me, and I'll give you the dates. And then lastly, there is a grief support group. And that's also held at the Holy Trinity Church, and that's the 2nd and 4th Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So, and then it's put on by Heartland Hospice, and I have a phone number here. So if anything that you need like that, just call me. I'll get you the info, and I'll email it to you and send you the flyers. All right, and let's go here. Now we go to dogs, my favorite topic. If you are a senior, and it's for everyone, but if you're a senior, they have special prices. But the Kane County Animal Control at 4060 Kenslinger Road in Geneva, they hold these low-cost rabies vaccine and microchip clinics. And the next one is Saturday, August 23rd at 10 o'clock to 1 p.m. If your dog is neutered, it's only $15 for a senior. So if you are a senior and your pet is neutered, then the vaccine and tag is only $15. If it's non-neutered, it's $25. You get the 1-year rabies vaccine and tag. And the microchip is only $15. So if that's something you're interested in, it's the Kane County Animal Control. Again, it is going to be Saturday, August 23rd, 10 a.m. to 1. You just drive up. You don't even have to get out of the car. They come right to the car in the parking lot. So questions on that, give me a call too. And then lastly, Anderson Humane. They have a couple of programs for the seniors. When caring for a pet becomes physically challenging for seniors, veterans, they have constant companions, and they'll send volunteers to help walk your dog, clean the litter box, maybe provide a ride to the vet or the groomer, and administer your pet's medication to help you out. They also have keeping pets safe when their people are in crisis. So if you're a senior and maybe you have to go into a temporary hospital stay or a rehab, just short term, they do have some star volunteers that can help you. So I just want you to be aware of those 2 options as well. Okay, we're going to move on to my guest today. It is Philip Schneider. He's with the Gail Borden Library. What is your title, Philip, and what do you do at the library? And how long have you been there?
Thank you, Cherie.
Mm-hmm.
How long have I been there?
Yeah.
It's longer than I thought I would, which is a good thing. About 11 years now.
Wow, 11 years.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm a reference librarian, but I do mostly technologies.
Yep.
So I teach classes, I help seniors, I help non-seniors. Basically, if somebody comes in with something and they don't know how to make it work, I help them make it work.
You help them out. How did you learn how to do all this? I mean, do you take classes to learn how to do all of it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So when I was 13 years old, I saved up money, and my mom finally let me buy a computer and put it in my room.
Okay.
And since I was 13 years old, I kept breaking it and fixing it and modifying it, and just kind of
Really?
I was just interested in it. So I Mostly self-taught,
Wow.
but in grad school, I did take some classes on networking, building computer centers, coding, and stuff like that. So a little bit of both.
Wow.
Mostly self-taught, though.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
That's that's the best way to learn is like
I guess,
doing it
right?
yourself and
Trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
Unless you really
It
screw it up.
unless it's good enough, yeah, then you
Yeah.
need some assistance.
Yeah. I think what prompted me having Philip come today is because I had sent out through my senior email list, I had sent out an email about internet's made up of, broad range of devices that are connected to the internet. When you think about it right now, you can get thermostats, security systems, medical devices, refrigerators, ovens, televisions, cars, and toys. Yeah, all connected, all through an app, so that you don't even, everything is just done by this app on your phone. And then our homes have become filled with these devices. A lot of people have Alexa and Siri, who's constantly listening to things. The FBI has long warned consumers about the dangers posed by hacking of these various devices that make up the Internet of Things. Cyber criminals hack into your devices that are part of the Internet of Things to enable them to enlist your devices as part of a botnet by which they can distribute malware while maintaining their anonymity. They also can hack into your Internet of Things devices, cell phones, to steal information for purposes for identity theft. So any device that you have in your home that is connected to the internet poses a threat. One device that people hardly give any thought to is smoke detectors. Newer, sophisticated smoke detectors have the capability to send data to your phone or the manufacturer, which they do through your router, and this makes them vulnerable to being hacked. So some tips about that was most of these devices that make up the Internet of Things come with preset passwords. So when you get that new refrigerator, it has a preset password, and that can be easily discovered by hackers. You might not even know that. So you get that refrigerator, you need to change the password the second that you get that product at your house. And also set up a guest network on your router. See, all this lingo is so confusing. Exclusively for your Internet of Things devices, and that's important so that you can keep track of the sensitive personal information you have on your computer or cell phone from being accessible through a hacking of any of your devices. The refrigerator is listening, so they can hack in. It is so amazing to me. So you got to make sure your router's secure. Make sure it will automatically download and install the latest security updates from a manufacturer. If your router is an older one that does not have that capability, you can check the manufacturer's website for the latest updates. But frankly, you're probably better served by getting a newer, more secure router. Okay, so here you are. So a lady had gotten that email from me. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how. She goes like, can you even buy a refrigerator? Can you buy an oven? Can you buy a washer and dryer without it? I think so. I don't really know.
Yes, you still can.
Yes.
For being such a techie guy, I don't
Yeah.
like any of this stuff. So I still buy all of the normal dumb things.
Uh-huh.
They're also a lot cheaper.
Yes.
You can usually save hundreds or thousands of dollars by getting not the latest technology, and it's still going to clean your clothes and keep your food cold. You just might have to actually get up and open it up yourself.
So you really can buy just a plain washer and dryer, because I know a lot of people say they like to have those connected to their app on their phone, because then it'll let them know when their clothes are done drying. It'll beep on their phone, and so that they know that the clothes are done. Or like we were talking, an oven. I just recently bought an oven, and it asked me to set it up to my iPhone. Why would I want my oven to come on when I'm not home? I don't even understand that. But like you said, maybe you're at work. You put the roast in the oven or something, and then you have it come on at 3 o'clock, so it's done when you get home at 5. I don't know. I don't think that I could do that.
I couldn't either.
No, I don't like the thought of that. I don't like anything going. I don't even leave my dryer running if I'm not at home. So I don't know. I guess, but is that just the newest, the generation that loves the apps of everything? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. My friends all like that sort of thing. I think they just like the convenience. A lot of us have extremely busy lives. So being able to let things at least semi-automate your life makes it easier. and they're willing to pay for that.
Yeah, I guess. The thing is, I guess, like it said, you have to really pay attention when they come with the passwords already on them, because as the manufacturer comes with that. So when you think about that when you're buying a new appliance, that if it's smart, even the TVs, right? They're all smart TVs, and you can probably turn them on. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's one of the things you can't buy normal of. There is no TV that isn't a smart TV now at the stores, at least none that I've seen. But if you don't want the smart functionality, you don't have to ever hook it up.
Okay.
The TV will still work.
Okay.
There are a couple of sections. I think LG TVs will refuse to work unless you create an account and set it up.
So those are good questions to ask when you're over there buying a new TV. So if you're out over at the Costco or the Best Buy, or you're buying a TV or Sam's Club, maybe you should ask that, because if you're not interested, it depends on what you're using it for, right? I mean, if you're going to stream instead of doing cable, or if you do need cable, does all this have to be smart? I think.
Yeah, if you're going to do streaming instead of cable, then you don't have to have a smart TV, because you could get a Roku or something.
Oh yeah, the Roku or the Fire Sticks.
Just depends on your preference.
Okay.
But you have to have some sort of smart thing connected to it. It's hard to get away from if you don't really like it.
It sure is. And if anybody has out there listening, if you have any questions, call us. If you have any questions about something that you have in the house, or you were thinking maybe I want to buy and I don't know now if I should or if I could. I mean, I have a 2024 car I bought, and I hadn't had a new car in 30 years. And so I bought a new car in 2024. I sit here and go, I don't even know why I did. I miss my old one with nothing on it. There's so much technology on that car that I still don't know how to use it all. And especially when you want to use the GPS, and that has to connect from my cell phone. If I put an address in, where I'm from point A to B, my house to wherever, you put it in on your cell phone, and then it comes up on the screen in your car. And then it was connecting to something else the other day, and then I couldn't get it to work, and I was thinking I should just sell it. I almost would. And then I saw a meme on Facebook, and it was like something with all these smart devices, and like the oven and the stove and all. It's like, could you just buy one with just, I'll pay more if it's not on there, so it's easy. And I think I'm showing my age. Because it's so frustrating. And then when stuff doesn't work, because of this, and then you don't know how to find it on your phone, and then you have seniors that you have to download an app, but I don't know how to download the app, and what's your Apple password, for you to download it? I don't know. So I get it if you're older and it's tough, but and we're moving into that direction, so we got to start, I guess, trying, go with the flow.
It is very hard to get away from. You at least need to have the basics. Should probably at least know how to stream, and if you have a newer car, you should at least figure out how to connect your phone to it.
Yes, that's another thing, because you got to have your for the phone calls, so it comes through your car. You have to go to the Bluetooth, and then you gotta in the settings, and then you gotta find the car, and then hit connect. I know that a lot of dealers I think they'll help you set that up when you buy a car, if you're not sure.
Yeah, they helped my parents do that, so I imagine they're still doing that. It seems like the right thing to do after you drop $30,000 to $50,000. They should set your phone up with your car.
And this goes even way back to when we bought one of those Sleep Numbers bed years and years ago, and that same thing at that time they were like, you want to hook the app up to your bed so that you can know if you're sleeping and how many times you turn over and this. I'm like, no. You can't even just get a simple bed.
It's crazy. It's like this, we'll have water bottles that have little screens on them to heat it or cool it down.
Please don't say that.
I'm giving people ideas.
And just like I have the Toyota Highlander, and it's connected. There is an app on my phone for that, because I guess you can hit remote start through my app. But I have never done it, and I've had the car a year. I don't even care. I don't, anyway. But when we were driving, we were out of town last week, and we were driving up to Wisconsin, And my husband said that the tire thing came on, for the tires if they're low or you can tell. And then it was staying on the screen and this and that. Then it finally went off. I got a phone call literally half hour later from Toyota. They called me. We see that you had a tire pressure problem or something with your information on your screen. We'd like to make an appointment. You need to bring that in. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I mean, they knew that.
Yeah.
This is how scary it is. So yeah, I'm going in next Friday. Well, still under warranty. I want to make sure we're all good. But I just cannot get over. So you really got to think about this of Big Brother here. I mean, it is watching everything you touch. We were talking earlier, Philip, about if you Google something and then it's on Facebook after that, or you're talking,
or even sometimes you talk too. Yeah.
You talk on your phone.
I've had that happen.
And then you get then it shows up on your Facebook and some ads of things that you were talking about.
I distinctly remember one case for me. I was in the car and I don't even know, I was talking about cats or something. I brought it up, and 10 minutes later I look on Facebook and there's an ad for cats. I mentioned it.
Yes.
Well, I don't even talk about cats rarely ever. And now it's going to bring up cats on my phone now.
We're all sitting here talking. But that's the Surrey, right? That's probably listening in. Is that right? Or
Yeah, well, it depends on your device.
Yeah.
They each have their own system that listens in. But yes, a lot of people don't read those fine details, and we just hit next because it's just so much legal mumbo jumbo. But it basically says it is on and listening all the time, and it can record everything that you say and send it back to help them improve the system. And some people are okay with that, and some aren't.
Right.
So if you're not okay with that,
you got to get into settings and figure out how to turn that off?
Yes, you can turn it off or delete it. And
really,
again, you could come to the library and I'll help you do this because I don't expect you to just know how to.
No, because you need to bring the phone in and have him show you that. So you're at the main Gail Borden Library here over on Grove, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What are your hours over there?
Oh, it depends.
Okay, but pretty much during 9 to 5-ish or?
Yeah, Monday nights.
Oh, yeah.
Mondays, I always work nights from 1 to 9.
Okay.
And then during the week, it's usually 9 to 5.
Okay.
But sometimes I teach classes or
Okay.
switch shifts, so
Okay.
it's not super regular.
We don't need really an appointment with you per se, I guess, but just kind of go over and see if you're there.
I prefer appointments.
Okay.
Because sometimes I'm really busy and I don't want you to show up and
then have to
I'm
wait.
helping somebody else.
Yeah. Or not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Is there?
But if you do want to just stop by and
Yeah.
I'm not there, I'm not the only one who can help with these sort of things. So
Okay.
if I'm busy, there is other people.
What is your phone number then, if they would
Oh,
like to make
sure.
an appointment?
Yeah, you could give me a call at 847-608-5226.
Okay. Perfect, because I think that is helpful to know. And again, it's no cost. So that's nice too. And if you can just take your advice in. I know, you have classes that you teach all the time, and they get sent out in the mail. I mean, I have the book. I brought it in. I mean, this comes in your mail. So when you go to page 6 of that book, there's technology classes. And I don't know if you ever looked at that or not, but a lot
We
of
got
them
20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about that when we get back, because there are a lot of classes here that we can talk that are available for free. So, okay, we'll talk when we get back.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. Over the past 4 years, Aurora police reports of reckless driving have jumped 45%, with more than 2,400 incidents and over 300 drag racing complaints in last year alone. In response, the city has introduced a new vehicular nuisance ordinance. The measure makes it illegal to participate in street racing, stunt driving, or unauthorized vehicle gatherings. Families in East Dundee can look forward to an evening of entertainment and activities at Lions Park on Wednesday. The Dundee Township Park District, in partnership with East Dundee, is hosting Family Fun Night from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Admission is free. Snacks and drinks will be available for purchase. A tragic incident last Wednesday at Centennial Beach in Naperville. Police responding to reports of a missing swimmer. Just before 6 p.m., lifeguards recovered a 27-year-old man from the water unresponsive. He was transported to a local hospital but was pronounced dead. Authorities say that there is no foul play suspected, but the cause of death is still under investigation. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com. And let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Air Pollution Action Day for July 15th in the greater Chicago metropolitan area. Today, sunny with a high near 89. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 72. Tomorrow, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 89. Feeling like 98. Currently, it is 79 with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
All right, welcome back to Cherie Senior Showcase, giving you the latest in news when it comes to, of course, helping you out there, especially for the seniors as well, too.
Yes.
And thanks for being on here, of course, as well. Thank you to Philip for also being on here, too.
All right, so Philip, we were gonna start talking about this, the newsletter that the Gail Borden Library sends out once a month, every 2 months. This is the July-August newsletter. And I always look at the technology page on page 6 of that little booklet. There's so much here that you could go for free to the library and learn about. You've got the basics. So it looks like you got Computer 101. I like the device advice, too, because it says you can drop in for using a tablet. So if you got, your iPad and you're not sure how to work that, or hotspots, which I'm still trying to learn that on my phone. Syncing email with your iPhone or your phone, and then downloading content, right? I mean, is that a popular one?
Yeah, device advice has been going on for longer than I've been working at the library.
Okay.
And it's even more than just what's advertised. We only have so much room to write, but you could pretty much come in with anything and any type of device with almost any question, and we'll be able to answer it. So
it looks like that device advice you hold at the main library. July 10th, July 24th, August 14th, August 28th, or the Rayco branch. There's 4 dates over there as well. How many people usually come to those? I mean, so you bring your device so that you can show them hands-on, correct? So is it?
Exactly. Yeah, we sit right next to you and we walk you through it and we teach you how to do it. And it's, as Cherie was pointing out, it switches between the libraries. So it'll be at Rayco one week and then it'll be at the main one. And now that South Elgin is open up again, we're going to start doing it over there too.
Yeah, I heard it's open now.
Yeah.
Twice the size, right? The South
Yeah.
Elgin one?
It looks very nice. I unfortunately was on vacation, so I haven't had a chance to go over there
Oh,
yet.
no.
But I've seen pictures and I've heard a lot of great things.
Good.
I hope to get over there soon.
Yeah, I'll have to go and check that out too. So that's a good one. That if you want to learn and just take it, call up and see. Do you have to sign up or can you just show up?
That's one that you just show up for.
Okay. Well, there you go. You don't even have to call and make a reservation. Just go. And then bring your device with, and they'll go over it with you. It's worth it, especially if you're not sure. I think my biggest thing is I just want the seniors to make sure that they've got stuff turned off that shouldn't be on, and that stuff you just don't know about. Even on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, get it to private. And a lot of people have it on public because they don't know how to make it private. And, that's something, again, you guys could show them how to do.
Yeah, we'd be very happy to. A lot of these companies will default to the way they want things to be, not the
Correct.
way you want them to be. So
Yes.
you always have to set things up brand new how you want it to be. And
Yeah.
we can help you do that.
Yeah, and like Facebook, I just want just friends only. I don't want it going to everybody. And, and because then you have to weed this stuff out, especially when you get these requests from some weird people asking to be your friend. You're like, I don't know who that is. It's always somebody from, the military, and they're always the good-looking guy. I saw you post on another page, and, I'd like to be your friend. I block it. I block all those.
Yeah.
Absolutely block. And that's something else you could learn how to do, how to block. Even emails, how to block them, how to unsubscribe, how to do that kind of stuff so that you can maybe, I just don't hate to see people just getting scammed because they're just trying to fit in, or they just wanted to maybe get on Facebook to follow my grandkids or something. And then you get into trouble because you're scrolling and hitting stuff, and you shouldn't be doing any of this.
Yeah, it makes me upset too.
Yeah.
I hate to watch people have bad experiences because you should be enjoying your time.
Right. Then you have a smartphone basics for seniors on Tuesday. You have one day on August 19th for just iPhone users, and August 26th is the Android users. That's good. Cutting the cable cord. That was still, you did come out, I think, and did a presentation on that at the Elgin Township Triad, I think a year ago. Just trying to, it was good. I mean, you had all the different streaming on a flyer, a piece of paper, all the different streamings you could go to, the Hulus, to the smart YouTube TV, to all that. After I was obviously there, but I attended that. That's what I did. We cut the cord to Comcast.
Nice. Good job.
Dang, saving me $100 a month. I'll tell you.
Dang, pretty
it
good.
really is. Yeah, we are in YouTube TV, so I
And
like
you're
that one.
enjoying it?
Yeah. It had to, of course, have Ohio State football for my husband, so the ESPN and the Big Ten. We had to have that. The only thing I had missed on that one is from Comcast was a marquee for the Cubs. They don't. That's
Oh.
extra. You'd have to
Yeah.
subscribe to marquee separate. And that's
the
another.
Cubs' fault.
That's
They're getting
another.
greedy. Everyone's getting greedy.
And that's another $20. But it still is a lot cheaper than Comcast was. But I know it's hard to switch when you hear streaming. You're like, I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to do that. And how do I start? And wow, I get it. And so that's a class that you guys offer, main library, on July 17th at 10:30. Tired of paying the overpriced bill? Learn how to cut the cable cord. So there it is. You can go and listen. Also, how to save money on streaming services and apps and phone plans. Just looking at a bunch of, if you look at that newsletter or even go online or even call Philip and ask him when he's hosting one of these, come to it. I know that Elgin Township Triad, we are going to be having Philip and Angela come from the Gail Borden Library, and they're going to come and talk at our October Triad event, and that would be October 16th. And that's going to be held at the Senior Services Associates building at 205 Fulton as well. So we're going to have them come and chat on that. And then you can see them live in person and actually show their little presentation.
Yeah, it'd
Right?
be nice to meet y'all.
Yeah. So, what else did you want to talk about with some of your technology? What do you see when people are coming in and bringing in? What do you see the biggest thing that seniors are having problems with, and what are you helping them with? Would you say? Is it the cell phone?
I think for most people, it's just basic use, and not to like put people down. It's just if you've never done it before, then you don't know it.
It's hard.
So you do the same, 5 things every single day, and now all of a sudden you need to do, thing X, and you've never done it before. So it's a lot of that.
Well, even things like going to the doctor's office and then you get an email that you have a doctor's appointment coming up, and then they want you to check in.
Right,
So then you've never done that before. How do you check in online? Then you got to click that link, and then it takes you to that page, and then there's going to ask you a bunch of questions. A lot of things like, is this your insurance, and who's it for? Blah blah. It's a lot of the same question. What medicines are you on? Blah blah. Blah. And then click in. But I think it saves time. So when you do go to the doctor, it's already done. You've already checked in. Otherwise, you got to go and I think they may. You know what? They don't even have the paper forms anymore on a clipboard. I think they give you a little iPad. Yeah, I think they give you even an iPad there, and then you got to do it there. So if you got to do it there on the computer, you might as well just do it at home and be pre-checked in. If you can, unless you have someone taking you to the doctor and they can do it for you. But again, it's stressful if you don't know what you're doing, or it's just another another device that you've got to do.
Exactly. And the world is much different. Everything is constantly changing. There's constantly new things that you have to learn. So it's hard to keep up on those things, especially, if technology isn't your thing. You just want to get through life. You don't want to learn another device.
Even my age, I have been on computers for, I've been working for, since I've been 15, but I think it makes it a little easier that I can because I have been working on computers. But if you're in your 80s or 90s, and you never really did that as in your job, ever had to use a computer, maybe you were in construction, maybe whatever, that's hard. If you got a kid or a grandkid, that's helpful because those grandkids are pretty smart when that comes. I have some seniors who say, "Well, my grandson's here; he's helping me." I'm like, "Thank you." It's scary. What we were talking off air a minute, but you were talking about what are some of the AI things that you were talking about that there's starting scams with this AI, which is artificial intelligence. We keep hearing about all the time. It's just going to get worse. What are we need to look out for?
Yeah. So another thing that's very common that I run into is people who think they're getting scammed or have actually got scammed, and they come to me for help. So they haven't really got any AI, or I haven't seen it in the wild yet. But I do try to read and keep up on it. And the kind of things that you'll see is AI are starting to write the scam emails or the text messages. So before, you'd get somebody who maybe English is a second language, so they didn't know it as well, and they would make mistakes. And now the AI isn't really making grammatical mistakes, so it gets harder to determine.
Oh, I see. Yes, it would correct it, like auto even correct some of the spelling and stuff.
Yes,
right?
exactly. And because it's trained on millions and millions of people who have spoken in the United States, it knows very well how we speak, so it can speak just like us. And it could use emojis and all the sort of things that you think only humans can do.
Oh, no.
That's not really true anymore.
Oh, no. So it just shows to show. You have to check everything, every single text, every single email, every single phone call. You have to question it. You have to. There's just, you have to verify it before you click or call. Before, not after, because now we got a mess if you've clicked it or you've called numbers.
Well, I would take it a step further. If you get something that says call a number or click on this, just automatically throw it out. Yes. Unless it's from a friend or family.
Somebody you know.
Right.
Yes.
Because no legitimate company anymore will do that because they know that's what all the scammers do. So a legitimate company will just say, call our customer service, but it won't provide you a number. They'll force you to go to their website or to go to the app or whatever it is to get that information.
And when you go to the website, you better be careful on that too, because everybody tends to click on the very first one. And sometimes it says like advertising, or you might have to go to the second one.
Yes, very good point.
Yeah, I've noticed
please,
that.
Please pay attention. A common website scam is, let's say you're going to Comcast.com. They'll make a new website that basically just copies Comcast, except they'll call it Camcast.
Oh.
And if you're reading it real
so
quick,
C-A-M-C-A-S-T.
you will miss that it's
yes.
an A instead of.
And
how
then
it's
you click
supposed to
on
be.
it, and then you think you're talking to Comcast, but you're talking to Camcast, the scammer. And then while they're asking you for all your information, you're giving it.
Yes, exactly right.
Yes.
So there's tons of minefields out there. It sounds scary. I mean, a lot of this, getting scam text messages and stuff is pretty normal.
Oh, I always
Scam
tell the
websites
seniors.
are a little less so.
Text, 99.999999%, they are scams. Text.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, because everybody, all those ones from the post office. Oh, you have a USPS, or you have a
Those
package.
are so annoying.
It is so annoying. And people are like, oh, I didn't think I ordered one, but oh, I'm getting something. Or maybe you really did order, but they're not going to text you. They're not texting you on that information. They just want you to click on links. And if same thing with the PayPal. Somebody charged it on your PayPal. Well, then do you have PayPal, first of all? If you don't, then don't worry about it. Second, if you do have PayPal, go to your own account. Same thing with Amazon. You get these texts that say things, then go log into your own account with your username, your password, and see.
Yeah, I have something to add to that. So a new scam that's going around is the invoice scam. So if you have PayPal or one of these pay apps, a random person, anybody in the world could send you an invoice. And if you receive an invoice, you assume that you have to pay for it. But if you've never actually received any product or service, then you could just ignore it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people get scared and think, I owe money to this person, so I need to pay it. But just remember, I could send you an invoice right now for anything, for any amount of money. So unless you know what it is, you do not have to pay for it. You're not going to get, in legal trouble or sued or anything.
No.
That's another scam that's going on.
It totally is, because like you said, it's just to scare you. It's all intimidation, and everything's got to be done right now, and don't tell anybody. That's the Publishers Clearinghouse. You get those kind of texts or emails that you've won a Publishers Clearinghouse, but don't tell anybody.
Oh, is that still going on?
Oh yeah, that still goes on. That's never going to end. Don't tell anybody. Why? Why can't you tell anybody? And first of all, they're not going to text you or email you if you won.
Yeah, they'll show up at your house with a big check, right?
Yes, they come to your house with the check and then roses. That's how they go. That's how they roll. But you have to question everything, and you have to look up everything. You can ask us, ask somebody. Don't believe anybody that says when they said don't tell anybody, because why? Yeah, and these phone numbers and calling, and then once you start giving out, you're halfway like, wait a minute, why are they asking me my Social Security number? Why are they asking me for my bank account? If you're my bank calling me, you should already know that. If you're Medicare, you should already know. Medicare does not call you, and they won't text you, and they don't email you. So, you just have to stop and think. But it catches you off guard, and you just want seniors, and you guys are just always, the bill payers, and you don't have the debt. It's just, that's why it bothers. I think the younger generation, like, yeah, whatever. But the seniors know.
Actually, the funny thing is that's not true.
No?
The younger generations get scammed more than the older generations.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's just that the older generations have money. So the younger generations may lose $50 to a scam where somebody older can lose thousands because they have retirement savings and the young kids don't yet.
Oh, so sad. So sad.
Yeah.
We are going to stop here real quick because I think it's time for a trivia question. You brought your own trivia question, did you not?
Oh,
did you remember it?
Emailed it to you, but I don't remember it, honestly.
Okay, I think
I thought you would
Here
bring
you are.
it. Sorry.
Here he is. Look how
Thank you.
efficient I am. There's the question.
Be better prepared next time.
Okay. So go ahead. This is the question of the day, and if they win, there's a little gift basket over there from the Gail Borden Library. You can
show it off
on,
for the video
show it on
people.
The video. There it is.
Nice.
Yep. Is there a shirt in there?
Yep.
Oh,
we
there
got a
you go.
150th anniversary shirt.
Nice.
And a mug.
And,
some pens, a bookmark, a couple gift cards for Gail sales.
Okay.
A water bottle, and a poster and
Okay.
some other odds and ends.
Well,
some
let's
good
hope
stuff.
somebody will call in. We would like you to call in with the answer to this easy question.
Yes. I hope so.
Okay.
The question is, when should you charge your devices? Should you, 1, leave them plugged in whenever you are not using them? 2, only plug them in when they go dead? 3, charge them around the 15 to 20% battery life and unplug when it's full? Or should you plug it in before it gets below 50%?
All right.
Okay.
So we got 2 on the phone lines
I
here.
don't
Do you
know
want to?
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna listen. Okay, well, you didn't give the answer, so I'm hoping you know it. So you know it?
I do know. I wrote the question. I should.
I'm like, hey, nothing circled. I don't know which one it is. Okay.
So we got 2 on the line. Do you want to wait for a third one or?
No, just go ahead.
All right. Do you think you know the answer?
I don't have, mine's not working.
Oh, it's not working? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll listen.
Okay. I don't hear anything.
Either caller, you're on the air. Yes, hello.
How are you doing?
Okay, I hear it now.
Good. How are you?
Okay, here it is.
I woke up this morning. That's a start.
Okay.
Good to hear.
So what do you think? Do you have the answer? Do you need it read again?
My wife says 15 to 20%.
Oh, that's the right answer.
That
You have a
is?
smart wife.
Ooh! So when
Congrats.
should you charge your device? Charge them around 15 to 20% battery life, and then unplug when full. I did not know that.
There you go.
I charge mine up every single night when I go to bed, so I just do it automatic.
Oh, well, that's what most people do.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. That's what I do. That way it's just ready to go in the morning. when I'm
Yeah, so
ready.
what I said is optimal. If you don't do that every single day, it's not the end of the
Okay.
world.
Is
It's
this-
just something you want to strive for.
Right for?
Yeah.
Is this Raging Richard?
That sure is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. He's my fan. So, do you have any questions or any comments about any of the devices? Are you a techie?
Well, my grandkids know
There
more
you-
about it than I do.
Okay, but if you ever need any of these classes or anything, you should check out their newsletter. It sounds pretty good.
So, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you at the movies.
Okay, you have a great one.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Bye bye.
I'll stop in. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So he's gonna
All
stop in. That was Raging Richard. Again, if there's any other comments or any calls, any questions, let us know because we're getting to the end. We got about a few minutes left. That normally we'd go at least 3 callers.
Yeah.
It seems like, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was on it, or his wife was on it.
Yes,
Okay.
she was. She knows her stuff. She
Did
might
you know
have went
that,
to one of
Matt?
my classes.
Did you know it?
I knew it.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, because I saw it on the screen. I had it up on my screen.
15 to 20%. Okay, I did not know that.
Mhm.
All right. So what else do you want to talk about? Oh, you got a few more minutes,
Got 5
Phil.
minutes. Mhm.
5 minutes. Is there something else scam-wise or something that you wanted, any more advice that you can give somebody with these devices?
Well, actually, I'd like to go back to smart devices because there
Okay.
is a thing that we didn't talk about that I think is really important.
Okay.
In the last couple of years, a lot of companies that have been making these smart devices have either gone out of business or they've just decided, it's 5 or 6 years old. We don't want to give it security updates anymore. Or some of them who are very malicious will just shut down the device. So all
So
of
what,
us,
like what, just give us an example of what device?
All right, so
like-
for instance, if you have heard of Sonos speakers, about 3 years ago or so, Sonos just decided, all the speakers we made when we first started making speakers, we don't want to support them anymore. So they just shut them all down, meaning that the app didn't work with it anymore and you couldn't use it in any other way. You couldn't manually plug it in.
Oh.
So they basically just destroyed everybody's speakers and you couldn't do anything.
Did they get sued?
No,
No?
because actually copyright allows them to do that.
Oh,
There-
it could have
there's
been
a
in the fine
loophole
print.
in the law
Yeah, or the
that-
fine
that
print.
makes that legal.
Wow.
Belkin just did that. Belkin makes a lot of electronic products, and I just read in the news yesterday that like 50 of their products they just abandoned now and they don't work anymore. So this is becoming a common thing. You might think it's very cool and worth an extra $1,000 to have that smart stove, but in 5 or 6 years your stove might not work, or at
Because
least
they
all those fancy features
Oh,
might not work.
no. Could you imagine? I mean, especially when you spend all that money.
Yeah, I think that's the most aggravating thing because you could get a thermostat for $20, but a smart thermostat is $400. And if you have to replace that every 5-6 years when the manufacturer decides that they don't want to do anything with it anymore, like that's
Or
crazy.
support it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're very cool, and I don't want to tell you to not get them, but do keep that in mind. They are a very costly thing for the convenience that they give you.
We do have a caller on hold.
Oh, okay.
We'll take it to the phone line.
Let's go ahead.
Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello, very interesting
Hi.
program, and I did at one point take advantage of the services, and it was very good. But I just wanted to mention that I was surprised when I was in the library the other day. Many older people don't realize I borrowed various items for my sister-in-law to help her read.
Really?
And I don't know that everybody is aware of the wonderful lending program you have.
What are you,
which
is this Mary, right?
This is Mary.
Yeah, what are you talking, like in specific? What in particular?
Magnifying glasses that went with books.
Oh.
And when I was there the other day, they have a whole section of items that can be borrowed, which was new to me because I haven't been there for a little while. And I don't think people realize that, and
No.
it just might even be something for a future program.
Right. Just come in and tell us all what you got over there.
Lately, but I was totally amazed at all the things you could, some types of tools. You know, the gentleman might obviously have much better idea about that than I do, but I just thought maybe make people aware. We tried out different types of magnifying glasses and magnifying items that went on books and whatever that the library had.
I didn't know that.
And found one that worked well for her and bought one.
Okay.
Oh,
But at least you tried it and see to make sure it worked, right? Before
Right,
you bought.
because there were a number of them, and one worked for, some didn't work at all for her, and some, some did. One did particularly, and we then purchased one, and she had it without purchasing it and then finding out that it wasn't.
Well, thanks for sharing that info. Now, for folks listening to know, get in that library and find out, and get in the library and start taking a class.
Yes, please. I'll be happy to see
One
you.
more thing. People with limited vision, the Gail Sales has a lot of books on sale for people with limited, the large print.
Okay.
Very
And
good.
audiobooks
I
as
brought
well.
a friend in there, and she was from Algonquin, and she was all excited about that. She bought quite a number of books.
Good. Okay, Mary. Well, thank you. I guess
We got
the
10
music's
seconds
going. We
left.
got 10 seconds, Mary. So thank you for calling.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye, and
Bye.
we'll see you next month, Matt.
Awesome.